you go. Wow. See, I had to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, because how often does a legend pass away? I mean, you know, ladies and gentlemen, Ozzy Osbourne, the founder of metal. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't have any heavy metal. And incidentally, how he got his name, because he created that genre, and how that genre was named was they did a tour in America, and a critic reported that it sounded like heavy metal clanging together. So they thought, F it, we'll wear that as a badge, you know, and that's how they created the genre heavy metal. You know, 1970 that record was, and it's crazy because it was only last week, was it? I'm pretty sure Steve Stockton. No, I think it was last week that we watched the concert, his farewell concert, and I reckon they knew he was, you know, he's just about to go. I just do. Yeah, dropped out of school at 14. Yeah, but do you know what's funny about him as well? He could only sing to a melody line, so they had to be given a melody line in the music. Like you know, that's why it's da 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 da. That's why the music's going. Because he could only follow a melody line. Crazy. I think it was all the drugs. And did you know it was a bit of a fallacy as well? You know, there's a film about Motley Crue called The Dirt, and in it they show a scene where they meet Ozzy Osbourne at a poolside in a hotel, and Ozzy Osbourne is looking for a bump. He's looking for some coke, and he says to the lads, "Give us a bump," and none of them had a bump. So he jumped down on his knees and sniffed up ants, right? You know, sniffed up a load of ants. That part's a fallacy. But then what he did was he flopped it out, his donger, he flopped out his manhood, peed on the poolside, and then jumped down and licked it up. But he didn't. He apparently he didn't lick mateys. Oh, it's mad, because there was the drummer from Motley Crue, what's his name? But he was supposed to have peed on the floor. It's just crazy. Like I said, I'm not a metalhead myself. Not the fact that I don't like metal, it's the fact that I can't sing it. So I've always ended up doing the softer side of music. But listening wise, you know, I listen to anything, and of course, who wouldn't listen to a bit of metal, you know, when it's from Ozzy and Black Sabbath, you know. Everybody knows Black Sabbath, don't they, the world over? I mean, the world is in mourning right now, I'm telling you now. Just as much as they would be if it was any, you know, Queen or, you know, Prince, any of those greats, you know. It's crazy. Yeah, he's John Thomas, that's it, yeah, he flopped it out. He flopped it on out, he did. Oh dear, terrible. Yeah. Yeah, it is a sad day, Sean, yeah. Yeah. It's not what anybody wants, is it? You know? I mean, you know, we all got to go and everything at some point. I mean, we've just had a close friend pass from this, you know, who frequented our chat show here, Joanne, and we've just literally said goodbye to her, the last show, and this show we collectively saying bye to Ozzy Osbourne. Right, none of us knew who he was, you know, or knew him as a person, but he was famous to my country, you know, big time, you know. But he put Birmingham on the map, and the only other people that came from Birmingham musically, I'm pretty sure, was Duran Duran. So Birmingham got nothing else, you know. So that was a big thing for Birmingham, you know. And like I said, the creation of heavy metal straight from the lips of the tabloid that dissed them. So they put them down and then they wore it like a badge. That's how you do it. You don't cower, you don't moan, you don't walk away. You wear it. You know, you wear it proudly. Brilliant. Well, I mean, he just stuck his fingers up to them all anyway, didn't he? You know, unlucky son. So anyway, let's get to some hellos, shall we? Well, we sit here contemplating Ozzy. I'm not going to play any more of his music because, you know, I don't know how it goes with the copyright, but I thought I'd risk it at the beginning, and because I kept showing his photograph, it interrupts it as well, so it's not showing the whole thing. But saying that, there's other channels that play other people's music. I think you just get a copyright claim. You know, in other words, you can't claim the advertisement money, which I don't put the advert thing on anyway. The only monetary thing that I ask is for the super chats and stuff. I say ask. I put a goal up like there is now for 5 super chats of the lowest denominator, which is £2 that you can ask basically. And you know, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. You know. Music is a language, Shelley. Yeah. No matter what kind of music as well, because I'm a great believer in. Yeah, you know, you have your mainstay of what you like as a person. You know, I know loads of people that are just metalheads and just this and just that. Me, I've always been an eclectic listener and eclectic musician myself. So anything goes to me. And I think that's a bit different. I'm a bit Jules Holland like that, you know. I don't know if anybody knows who I'm talking about when I'm talking Jules Holland. But I see myself as that. Obviously, I'm not as great a pianist as Jules Holland. And I can't just join in with everybody. But attitude-wise and interest-wise, you know, where music's concerned, I just love music, you know, and music is my existence. You know, I live and breathe music every day, day in, day out. There is not a day where I don't listen or play a part in music. I play my piano every single day. You know, not so much the guitar every day, I must admit, because I find that harder because on my wrists, and I can't do certain moves, you know. But thank you very much, Shelley. That's very kind of you. You started the goal off there. The first goal to Shelley. Look, there you go. Hey, Shelley. Woo! Hello, by the way. Hello. And I'll tell you what. I'll bring me mate in because I've only got 1 or 2 mates, and he's one of them. Steve. Hello, mate. You're muted, by the way.
Hey, what's going on here?
Well, you know, we're celebrating now the life.
I can hear myself.
The life and, you know, the sad passing of our Ozzy Osbourne, you know, our English, our English metalhead champion.
Coming back, Lee.
Oh, no, sorry, that's my fault. Because I'm still sharing the sound, because I had to share the sound, didn't I?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, sorry about
there
that,
we
guys.
Go.
Yeah,
no, just
hopefully only you got that.
Yeah, July the 5th, Lee and I and Catheta and my friend Pastor Eric from Sound the Shofar, we're writing a book about Randy Rhoads. We sat here for 8 hours that day and watched that entire concert.
Yep.
Lee and I had a good time.
It was a privilege to see the last thing and to say it's just a shame about the sound. I don't know what they were doing with the sound.
Yeah, it didn't sound that good, but it was. They're making a major motion picture release out of it, so the highlights.
Are they? Well, hopefully the sound's better on that one. Anyway, hello Holden. How you doing, buddy? Our little buddy. Look at his hair.
He's getting a little fussy. His hair is getting kind of long there. I love you. Paranoid there from 1970. I was about 7 years old at that time.
Yeah, and I was 2. I was 2.
Just a
Crazy.
youngin'.
Oh, I was 2, man.
But Ozzy will be missed. But I wanted to watch that on the 5th of July, you know, since it was his send-off. And I had a feeling. There was a rumor going around that he was going to expire on stage, but thankfully that didn't happen.
Yeah, I just knew, just looking at him. I thought, mate, he's bad. And they had to strap him in his chair. Did you know they strapped him in his chair? And he kept signaling to all the band members, look, let me stand up. And Sharon totally ignored him. You know what I mean? On purpose. You could see she was ignoring him. So,
the vultures are already circling to pick the bones. They're going to make it all.
You know it, mate. You know it.
They can.
There's probably going to
His
be
whole
some
life. Started
awful
with
things
Don
coming out.
Arden. Then Sharon was his daughter. She took over, got her claws into Ozzy, and the rest just they took Ozzy for everything. Not just
Oh,
her, but everybody.
yeah, you know it, mate. You know it. Well, they will do when someone's vulnerable, mate.
Yeah.
You know.
And Ozzy, Randy Rhoads played his last concert in my hometown, Knoxville, Tennessee. That was the last night Randy and Ozzy played together, and then the plane crash happened the next day in Florida.
It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Life sucks sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know
But
what I mean?
yeah, it was sad to see Ozzy. And what there it
Yeah.
looked like at the end, they just walked off and left him sitting there.
Yeah.
But what you didn't see, uh, Geezer, I think it was, or maybe Bill Ward, came back out with a cake and gave it to him. They didn't
Yeah.
just leave it there.
No.
But it
No.
was sad. It was the end of an
It's
era.
very sad. You know, I think they should have just let him go at not done that. They should have just had his photo up on the thing, or shots of him when he was a bit younger and more vibrant and stuff. I think that was a bit of a mistake because, just personally, you know, you don't want to be remembered as the being feeble and
Yeah.
unable to rock on. You know, they should have shown footage of his last standing gig. You know what I mean? When he was
Yeah.
there stand and just play the recording, dude, or play along to it. You know, with the band. You know, it'd have been quite easy to do. You know, instead of wheeling them out there and and putting them in a chair and strapping them in, and a little bit undignified, if you ask
Yeah.
me. You know,
Yeah.
but
And
that
the poor guy, he was shaking and going on
yeah,
and
I mean,
had
you
his
could see
tea
it,
and stuff
you
there.
could see the bloody the what is it he had again?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's, because my mate's got that as well. It's a funny thing. I never used to hear of people with Parkinson's when I was younger. And now you hear it all the time. So what's going on? It's crazy. Anyway, let's get to some hellos, shall we? Hello, Shelley.
Yeah.
I did say hello and thank you for your
Yeah.
kind donation.
Shelley's here.
Sean Drew, hello mate, how you doing? You were 6, were you? Blimey. Hello, first for audio. What a
No, they'll
cracking
let
fella.
anybody
He's a
in
cracking
here.
fella, him. He's cracking, he is. No, he's a good bloke.
Hey,
Hello,
there's Judy.
Richard G, even though it's Judy. Have I even said hello? Hang on, let's do this. Because I said hello in your chat, but I don't think I did here. See, this is what confuses me. See, I get confused. Hi, Judy. How you doing? Lovely to see you. John Keller. Hello, mate.
Judy,
Connecticut's
hello.
most wanted.
Holden there. Holden's waving. Judy, he says thank you. She sent him some little Converse tennis shoes the other day. Got them sitting right over here.
Very generous. Very
Yeah.
generous person, isn't you?
Yeah, she sends him stuff all the time,
Judy?
and she's making something for Nicole and I's anniversary. No idea what it is, but we're excited about it.
Yeah. Look, see, Kafida told me earlier, but I didn't notice it. Hello, Kafida, and thank you. And when you're back in your chair and actually comfortable, I should get you on mate, Paralife. I haven't seen you for a while, mate.
How you
It's
doing,
really
buddy?
good to see you, mate.
The wheelchair
Good to see you,
ninja.
Shane. That wheelchair warrior, there he is. Wheelchair ninja. Good to see you, fella. Yes, it's a sad one, isn't it? It's a sad one, but I mean, at the end of the day, hello, Butterfly Gal, how you doing? Lovely. Do you know what, everybody? Have yourself a round of applause for coming into the show. Thank you very much. That's very, very nice of you, and it's good to see you all. Yeah, mate, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, we're having a bit of a week of it, really, aren't we? All right, we don't know Ozzy as personally as we did, obviously, Joanne, but, a loss is a loss, and when you've known of someone for so long, you can understand why people...
Listen to Ozzy's music with Black Sabbath,
I mean,
Alone in his many incarnations.
We're talking 50 years I've been listening to him. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's 56 years. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Wow, 50 odd years I've been hearing his music. It's a crazy thing, mate, because they become part of your life in a really weird way, right? Because, like I said, I'm not a fan of anybody, right? But I know of people, and obviously when you hear someone so many times, they become familiar to you,
Yeah.
like you do know a bit about them.
And then they had the MTV show, the Osbournes. I
Well, yeah, I
watched
mean,
that. That was hilarious.
I watched that all the time. I mean, they were a right lot,
And
weren't
then
they?
the
They were.
thing that he and Jack did together, where they traveled around the Winnebago
Yeah,
and went places and stuff.
that was a nutty thing, wasn't it? That was
Yeah.
a nutty thing. There he is. Look at him, the nutter. Absolute screaming legend, mate. That geezer. But me and our Bailey were sat down earlier, and I watched a little bit of the old footage of what you were saying, the Osbournes.
Yeah.
And I paused it on this shot, and it was me and Bailey sat together, but it was him and what's his name, Jack. Him and Jack sat together, and it looked just like me and Bailey. And I went, Bailey, look at this match, and he looked at me and went, oh my god.
There you go.
So yeah, it's
Life
crazy.
imitates art, imitates life.
What's that?
Life imitates art, imitates life.
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't trying to, but my nipper, he was sat there. He wears glasses. He's a bit of a thicker set lad, and there's me with me ponytail and that, and it was just crazy to look at. Just paused it at the right time on this video. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I know, mate. I know.
Holden's agreeing
Yeah.
with you.
I know he is. Yeah, you can't blame him, can you?
Not a bit.
That's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Why is it not? Why is it not doing it? Oh, it's on the bell.
Yeah, Shelley Ozzy was actually very well read. He had a knowledge on many things. He was a real Renaissance man. Yeah, he smoked his dope and drank heavily and stuff, but he was a knowledgeable man.
Yeah, look, there's my nipper
Yeah.
through the
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook. Nicole showed it to me.
through the years.
That's a fine looking boy there, Lee.
He's older than
He's
older than
growing
that
up.
now. So,
Nicole's
but,
Nicole's like, I thought he was about 12. He's almost 16.
yeah. So I shared this because that was when he transitioned from going to little school to senior school. So yeah, middle school to senior school there. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? I built him that Titanic there.
Nice.
Made it out of cardboard. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, probably was about as seaworthy as the original. It was made out of cardboard.
That was more seaworthy, mate. It floated, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
So straight away, they should have got me to build the bloody Titanic, didn't you? Because the reason why they do that at our schools is obviously because Southampton is the port where the Titanic was the last place it left to go to New York, and then it sank out in the Atlantic. Was it the Atlantic? Pacific? Atlantic, yeah, Atlantic. Yeah, crazy. It's some crazy times, man.
Yep,
Crazy.
indeed.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of looking at photos and stuff of Ozzy and that.
But he always seemed to be having a good time. It never.
Yeah.
It was. He
Yeah.
lived life to the fullest, doing whatever he wanted to do. Basically, as long as in later life, as long as Sharon would let him do it.
Yeah. I mean, she was his manager, wasn't she? So
Yeah.
know. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. See, I like that photograph. I think that's a smart photograph of him, that. Oh, where's it gone? That one there.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart photograph of him. He looks happy and looks vibrant, you know. But like I said, there's definite similarities. It's crazy. Only in the hair and the fact that we're always got shades on, no matter what. Crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
Still. What do we do, ladies and gentlemen? What do we do? Right? What you got to do is, that's why my mantra, live in the moment, matters so much. Because you don't know your time, you don't know how long you're here for. Make the bloody most of it, for goodness sake, and be happy with where you are. Be in
Indeed.
Zen, is so important in life. And this is one thing that, do you know what? My mate sat next to me the other day, and he said, "Oh, I wish I had that house. I wish I had this." Because I was watching some houses being built by. I watch a lot of building stuff, and where I used to be in the gamelet, so it interests me. And he said, "Oh, I wish I had the money for that house." I said, "Don't do that to yourself." He said, "What's that?" I said, "Being unhappy with where you are because you want that." I said, "That's a real slippery slope of depression, that is. Because if it's good to set yourself a goal, and even an unachievable goal, right? That's why my unachievable goal is to learn everything about piano and everything about guitar and everything about drums and everything about recording and producing and all those things. I know there are unobtainable goals, because you'll never learn everything about music, you'll never learn everything about piano, you'll never learn everything about guitar or drums or any of these things, right? And because of that, I'm happy where I am all the time.
It's a journey, not a destination.
Yeah, it's about the journey, not the destination. That's right. And being Zen is, like I said, I'm not. My brother said to me before he passed away, he said, "You're very Taoist Buddhist," and I said, "I don't even know what that means, right?" But he read a lot, and he said just my philosophies and the way I speak about things, to speak about, onto things. He seemed to claim that I was, I come across as a Taoist Buddhist. And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because the live in the moment thing and the Zen-like thing, because it is true, though. It's just, I feel that attitude, because if you don't live and be happy with where you are right now, you're never going to be happy. Because you'll always find something external from that you want or that you haven't got. Life isn't about possessions. It's about learning, and it's about love and relationships. The only thing that matters is, your family, your immediate family. Everything else is external from that, isn't it?
Yep, indeed.
And finding
Wise
yourself
words.
wanting for everything is really unhealthy. It really is. Because, like I said, you'll never be happy with where you are. I feel every day, right? I feel privileged. I've got a house, a whole house. I have a whole house with a big garden. It may not be a great house. In some people's eyes, they'd see it as not a great house. But in a lot of other people's eyes, where they're living in a bedsit or they're living in their mum's basement kind of thing, or in a room in a shared house or something like that. To them, I live in a mansion. So happy with where I am and what I've got, and appreciate it every single day that I've got.
Holden's clapping for you there. He agrees.
Oh, thanks, Holden. Cheers, my darling. Love you, buddy. Aw. Yeah, like I said, even when life's shite, you got to somehow find the path to positiveness in it. My wife going through cancer and stuff. There was no bonus to the illness, but there was a bonus to our togetherness.
Yep.
We are all there for her. And that's a positive thing. That's it. See, Holden knows, don't you, mate? See?
Yeah. He's got his binky turned around backwards. He bites on the button sometimes. He's got another tooth coming in. Oh, and if you're doing the originals, Holden would like to hear a meaningless apology. Earlier today, he was standing over there and he was going, "Hey, hey, hey, hey," and I said, "That's a Lee lyric. What's that from?" And Nicole says,
"Really? No, don't be silly."
It's been stuck in our heads ever since. But he was doing that. Hey,
well, can I play it then? Shall I play it then?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll go Holden.
Here we go, from the album Destination Nowhere. This is Meaningless Apology. Because it's Holden wants it, not me. I didn't say anything. Don't blame me. Can't prove anything.
Lost your binky. Across the room.
Dropped a bombshell on your lap, and it's blown a hole so deep you ain't never climbing out. And the same old excuses ain't gonna wash this time. Not this time. Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. Something so meaningless. Hey, 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 hey. Sank your battleship today. Burned all your bridges, there's no getting away. And the more you protest, the more you look guilty to me. Can't you see? Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. So meaningless. Hey, 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 don't bother. Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. So meaningless. Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. Don't bother. Hey, 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 hey.
He was trying to help you sing it there for a little bit.
Good lad. Well done. Well done, Holden.
Thank you. Lee, we're going to have to get out of here. I'm going to make him a bottle and put him to bed here shortly. It's actually past his bedtime, but he took a long nap today, so he got to stay up a little later than usual.
Yeah, no worries, mate. It is what it is, mate.
Uh,
You know.
We're going to slide on out of here on behalf of Holden and myself. Love, peace, and chicken grease, everybody. Lee, much love,
See you later,
brother.
bud. Love you, buddy. Love
And
and peace, man. See you later.
tell him later. We'll see him later, Holden. See, we'll
Ladies
see
and
you a little
gentlemen,
further on down the
Steve-
trail.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Stockton.
And Holden.
And Holden, obviously. Oh, clearly, yeah. And Holden, yeah, go on. Now go away, you bother me, go away.
Good night, everybody. See you Thursday.
See you Thursday, buddy. Good to see you. And there you go, eh? See, we get visits, we do. Look at this, we got the invisible person as well. Look. Hello, invisible person. How are you doing today? You're okay? Yeah? Okay, great. That's brilliant. That's fabulous. Yeah, that's great. Great to see you. I don't know, eh? I'm taking requests if you know. Okay, if you want me to. Where is that cathedral? She disappeared again. Cathedral has disappeared. Again. Cathedral has disappeared. In her invisible chair. Goodbye to the invisible girl. Goodbye to the invisible girl. Goodbye to the invisible girl. Oh well, Kafida, you don't want to be here. Aye, not in Reseda, you're not there. I mean, where are you? Bloody useless, aye? Just, yeah. See, you're in the chat, but you're not with me, you know? It's not good enough. I'm not impressed. My impression has lowered. Yeah. Like your standards. Don't know why that had moved. That's better. I don't know. I haven't gone all spangly with the lights because it gets so hot in here lately, you know. I looked at an actual air conditioner the other day. £300 just for a little tiny one. £300. But that, at least, it is an actual air conditioner, not just a heater thing, a cooler thing that you put water in. No. Terrible. Now then, what do we say? What do we do? What are we doing? Anybody? No? Nothing? Nobody saying anything? No? Nothing to chat about? This is only chill and chat, you know. Chill, you know, chat. I give up. I do. I see how it is. I see how it is. Wonder if I can remember this one. Love is a hunger that burns in my soul, but you never notice the pain. Love is an anchor that won't let me go. I reach out to hold you, but you push me away, and you always convince me to stay. And I wonder why we hold on with tears in our eyes, and I wonder why we have wonder why. Now I'm the angel, my selfish pride, but I love you more every day. Love is an anger that builds up inside as the tears of frustration roll down my face. Why does love always have to turn out this way? And I wonder why we hold on with tears in our eyes. And I wonder why we have to break down to just make things right. And I wonder why I can't seem to tell you goodbye. Oh, I wonder why. I don't wanna fight again tonight about the little things. Please, baby, I just wanna find my way back to love. Oh, and I'll meet you there, baby. And I wonder why we hold on with tears in our eyes. And I wonder why we have to break down to just make things right. And I wonder why I can't seem to tell you goodbye. Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah. And I wonder why we hold on with tears in our eyes. And I wonder why we have to break down to just make things right. And I wonder why I can't seem to tell you goodbye. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. Still getting used to that one, but you know, got to be in it to win it. What's that? What are we talking about? Oh, storms. Okay. It feels like there's a blooming storm going on right now here because it's really that close feeling. You know what I mean? Like it's the air's electrified. But then again, saying that, I am surrounded by electrics. So, you know, hey, it is one of these. I am what I am. I am what I am. So, anywho, Hello, Steve and Tina. Jewel. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Personal Audio. How you doing? Nice one, yeah. We like newcomers. So yeah, we are, this show generally is, a music show, but today is a chat show. And we've been talking about the late, now deceased, legend that was our Ozzy Osbourne, who was from Birmingham, which is about 90 miles from it, more than that, about 120 miles, I think, Birmingham. Yeah. And like I said, the only other band that came from Birmingham was Duran Duran, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I heard that earlier. The creator of heavy metal there. Yeah, I don't know where you are, Miss Invisible. Yeah, still not here though, are you? You're there, but you're not there. The elusive invisible woman. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll see her chair throughout the show. You might catch a glance of her now and then. Yeah, old Cathedra. We know a song about that, don't we? I wrote a song for her, and she still don't appreciate it and come on the show. You know what I mean? Just occasionally look at her. Look, she's there. Look.
Hey,
That's why she's called Ghost Law.
I'm listening to you. Anyway, Stephen and Tina, howdy. Welcome in. I'm Kat, a.k.a. Ghost Lord. That's Mr. Lee G there, our lovely host. Let me put these clothes in the dryer, and I think I'm done.
Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note for note. Yeah. Let's get this road on the show. Like I say, I'm not personally a metalhead, though I listen to all music. I'm an eclectic listener and producer of music. And one of the records I've produced is this little puppy. This is a song I wrote, because normally when people come into the show, I'll do something like this. Steve and Tina Steve and Tina Jewel, welcome to the show. I hope that you stick around. Welcome to the show. I hope you stick around. This is your first time here at Personal Audio, and everybody welcomes you here. Steve and Tina Joe, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Oh, Steve and Tina Joe. Yeah. Oh, Steve and Tina Joe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Steve and Tina Joe. Steve and Tina Joe. Steve and Tina Joe. Steve and Tina That's normally what I do. And in doing that, I wrote a whole song, eventually, over a few weeks. And this little puppy, where is it? I've got over 400 tracks altogether, but the ones I've produced, they're about 300.
I never believed in meeting online, thinking the impossible thing was making true connections. I was changed in an instant, in the blink of an eye, with an introduction to the most beautiful soul. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, California. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, to feed a Cabaret. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. To feed a Cabaret. You couldn't convince me that meeting online would ever amount to anything at all. But I was changed in an instant, in the blink of an eye, with a true connection with the most beautiful soul. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, California. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, to feed a Cabaret. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. To feed a Cabaret. Convinced to the point of packing all I would need, and making a trip to get down on one knee. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, could be the Cabaret.
I was planning to meet her in the Cedar Cathedral Cabaret. There you go. Woo-hoo. Wow, and she's still not there. She doesn't care anymore. No, 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 she doesn't care anymore. I bet if I did this though. Oh, that finger feels dodgy. Anywho, so, any questions? Any comments? Anything you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Well, within reason, of course. Yeah, I told you she's the invisible girl. Look, there she is. Look. Yeah. Yeah. See, I know some very famous people, and there she isn't. The invisible girl. You know? Good, isn't it? It's good here, isn't it? God blimey. That video I was watching myself on YouTube just to keep up with the thing, and it was miles back. That's the thing. When you're going live, it seems to slow down going out live. It's crazy. It's never in line with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Right, okay. I get some weird messages, I do. I really do. I just looked at a link to a t-shirt with Fresh Prince of No Air. Not Bel Air, No Air. Okay. I don't exactly know what... no airtime, maybe. Because I don't think Mr. Smith is getting any airtime lately, is he? No? Has he made any films lately? I don't know. Oh, Smithy. Oi, Smithy. Oi, made any films lately then, Smithy? Oh, dodgy, you know. I say dodgy. Horror movie. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. Just had them all like bloody raindrops then. The first one was really good. Just random notes. Always hit random notes and then you're... Oh, Cathedral, where are you? I wonder where you are. Pointless. Wow. Looks like I'll be ending the show early tonight, which would be nice. I'll get an early night. I've got one more morning to get up for my son, take him to school, and then I get the 6 weeks off. But I won't, because I'll still be up bloody early. You know how it goes. You'll think, just when you think, you're on a break. No, you're not. Get up. Besides, I've probably got loads I could do. What I was going to do is I was going to stop doing Tuesday nights and just start uploading tracks on a Tuesday. Because I've got so many to do. I've got 100 Night Writer tracks to upload. And incidentally, let's play one of them. Let's do something fun. Something fun. Well, it's got to be 77 for that, isn't it? Surely. Track 77 from the Night Writer collection. The show where I wrote songs or tracks, within a 2-hour show. And wrote a whole piece of music. And these are the results. This is one of them. This is called Dancing in Dreams. Track number 77 from the Night Writer collection. Here we go. do, 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 do. Hey, Cathedral, I left you a message on Facebook. I suggest you read it, and then you can spit your dummy out when you speak to me next. Everybody disappeared on me. So, has anybody else got a favourite song of Ozzy's then? Hey? Mine was always Paranoid. People say I'm insane 'cause I'm frowning all the time. You're upside down now. Oh, now it's back up the right way. Yeah, read your Facebook message, mate. Read it and weep. You can cry in a minute, and then I'm sure I'm going to get the one finger or another. Yeah, well, it's 14 actually. I heard. I'm pretty sure it was 14. He left school, something like that. Yeah, look at his success. It doesn't always mean, you know, I'm fairly uneducated. You know, I'm not exactly Mr. Smarty Pants by any long shot. In fact, I'd probably be considered as dumb. You know. So yeah. Yeah, I heard it was 14. That's mad. Difference of opinion. Maybe 14, 15. Don't really make a difference, does it? It's still young. And we finished school here at 16, but then we go on to college. You know, most of us do. Not everybody does. I know my son's going to go to college, and he's probably going to end up in university as well. So he's quite academic. You know, he even has been doing algebra and understanding it. That is just well over my head. You know. No, it's self-deprecation. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just what I'm actually saying is, I'm not the smartest book in the shelf. You know what I mean? I'm probably not dumb, but you know, in comparison to others, you know, I'm not. I am intellectually challenged. You know, that's why I've got opinions about things, but I never say it's fact or anything like that. I always say it's my opinion. You know. Or the way I see it is, or I look at it like this, you know, because it's from, you know, my perspective. I could be wrong on many things, but then, you know, acceptance is the key. If I am wrong, I'm willing to correct it. Like, for instance, that age that Ozzy was supposed to have left school. I heard it was 14. He says it was 15. I'm not going to say, wow, I'm right, aren't I? Because I heard it was 14. You know, it's just, it's a null argument, really, isn't it? It doesn't really matter, you know. I am the sharpest cheese, though. Thanks, Kafini, yeah. And you know what you can do with that, don't you? You know, I've got several fingers, right? One of them is called an index finger. The other one is my middle finger, right? You can choose one if you like. I prefer the middle one. Look, ladies and gentlemen, look, she's there. So she suddenly appeared. The ghost is there. She's muted, so thankfully she's not able to talk to me. That's always a good thing. You know, I don't know why you moved your camera. Why'd you move your camera for? You had it absolutely perfect.
I swear everything's acts like it's drinking today. My keyboard, you.
I have been drinking. I've had a couple of senior martinis.
Judy, hello. I was trying to type to you. See, it says JU there, and then poof, there went my keyboard again. It
Yeah.
disappeared.
Well, you know, what's this? How?
Hello, love it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you
now
did hold-
I get it's going to Messenger. What happened? And now it's a
what's
home
this?
screen.
Whoa, what's
I didn't
going on
even
here?
touch it.
Hang on a second. Hang on, you got two phones going. Are you
It's
using a
possessed.
phone for a camera and you've got another phone?
Yeah, because you said that compared to this one, the one I used to use, it's crap now.
Yeah, well, this camera looks really good.
So
Well, it looks okay. It's
I
getting
don't
away
think
with
this
it.
one would have worked much longer anyway. So
Yeah, but just use it as a camera then, don't you?
no, I use this one for calls and texts and things like that, and monkey around, toy around when do video stuff, image creation, whatever. On the other one, the one I'm on the camera with you now.
Right.
This one's an old, getting old. It's A71, I think. No, wait, no. The A71's the one I loved. This is a Motorola. Yeah, Motorola ePlay 23. I don't advise
Motorola.
them.
Blimey, they still make them phones today, Motorola.
It's a dud. It's got so much factory stuff on it. It come with what? I don't know. Megabytes, really. It didn't come with nothing.
All right. Right.
And I have a SIM card in it. I mean, SD card where all my pictures go. I've got like 4 or 5 apps on it, which is Cash App, Pictures, because my gallery, something happened to that one day.
I have got so many apps.
Messenger.
You don't want to see my apps, honestly, because I've got all of the social media apps.
The A71, I had a list that big
all
of
for
apps.
first for audio, right? And, you know, obviously then my personal stuff as well. It's just crazy. And my finance stuff is loads of it. It's crazy. Music stuff, there's loads. And I'll tell you what else I've got a few of is video editing programs and thumbnail makers and stuff.
That stuff's fun. And useful too for me sometimes.
I have got, like I said, I'm going to knock Tuesdays on the head. And
Again?
Well, yeah, but I'm going to completely knock it on the head.
We'll go back to song creation.
No, because it's just pointless. I just see Tuesdays as a completely pointless effort. I really do.
Well, I don't mean like the new stuff, anything, the stuff like you've been working on. You can still show the process of that. Like the song you was writing a couple of years ago. Remember, I was up at my mom's. There was I think Ted helped you with some of the lyrics, or maybe D-Rock. I can't remember. But you had the music, but you were working on the lyric.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I remember. And there was one for Stockton he was going to make about, Black Diamond or something to that nature, once upon a time. And I'm sure you've got other stuff you've got somewhere.
What song are you talking about, Blood?
Remember the ring he gave Nicole? It was a song you was making, something about a black diamond.
Oh, God, blimey, yeah. Do you know what, right?
See?
I lost faith in that. I lost faith in that song. I'll tell you for why, because I just couldn't get a feel for it. And that's the thing. When you're trying to write songs, it's not always a 100% given thing. It's like I've written that new song, this piece of malarkey.
Door Frog Marmy Space Forward.
Nothing I can say to change your mind. There's nothing I can do to make you mine. You tell me that I'm living in a fantasy. Just brush me aside and pay me no mind. Pay me no mind. Pay me no mind. Pay me no mind. That one. I'm not so keen on it now, because...
I remembered some of the words to that one.
Sorry?
I remembered some of the words to that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
You asked if anybody else had a Ozzy song. How about...
Well, no, just one that they like. I'm not going to play it necessarily, but I was just interested, just trying to cause chat, really.
Shot
this
in
is
the
chilling
dark.
chat and people.
Shot in the dark.
Just a shot in the dark.
And of course, him and Lita.
One step away from you. Shot in the dark. That one, yeah.
Out on the streets, I'm stalking the night.
Yeah, Prince of Darkness.
Yep. A group of his fans was called a Blizzard of Oz.
Blizzard of Oz, yeah.
But there was something else, I forget what. It's something Nauts. Nauts. I forget what it was. But it was like the retro group of fans. Not Juggernauts. That's for insane clown
And the
talking.
whole backbiting incident, what that was he used to take a rubber bat onto stage and he used to bite it, okay? And what happened was someone threw a real bat onto the stage and he just picked it up thinking it was one of his rubber bats.
It's knocked out,
Bit it and ripped its head off. And that's...
He had to get a series of shots and everything for that after that, I reckon.
Yeah, that is a great one. Crazy Train.
Yeah. Mama, I'm coming home. In the bush. Mama,
I'm trying to think how Crazy Train goes. I had it in my head just then and bloody lost it.
He's laughing.
Yeah.
He was the author of a book too called "Am I Crazy?" Yeah, there's a lot of quotes I saw today. I'm assuming that are in the book.
Yeah, crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's up at the top.
I'm going off the rails on the crazy train. That's it.
I just pulled up the lyrics.
Yeah, I just said about the bat thing, yeah. Like I said, he used to bite a rubber bat on stage. And then
All aboard.
one day someone threw a real bat on stage. He picked it up thinking it was one of his rubber toy bats and bit his head off. That's where the whole biting the head off of a bat came from.
Oh, there it is. Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forgive. That was a quote too. It's the verse, and yes, to learn how to love and forget how to hate.
Yeah.
I've listened to preachers. I've listened to fools. I've watched all the dropouts who make their own rules.
The other reason why on this banner I put in that like that with loads of crosses in it, because he was a fan of he was a religious man, right? So he believed in God, right? And the whole
he was a Christian.
He was a Christian, yeah. He was exactly the same.
Not
as
Catholic
I, right?
or Protestant.
No,
just
he was
Christian.
Christian, same as me, right? And like I said, he had crosses everywhere in his house. He's obsessed with crosses, wasn't he? Everybody knows this because if anybody ever paid attention to the Osbournes, that was a crazy, crazy looking. He was the first one to do that, you know, to allow cameras in to his actual life. Others
he
have
threw
tried to
that
do the
turkey.
same thing, but it's not the same thing. You know, the Kardashian crap, and
No,
they, you know, for a
that's a
start,
soap opera.
they're not anybody that's created anything. You know, the father's famous, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Ozzy's was a comedy drama.
Sharon,
Sharon, where's my
he's
pills,
from
Sharon?
Birmingham, you know.
He
This
talks
is
about
how
a
he
Benny
spoke like
room.
that, you know. He had that Birmingham accent, like that.
Brummy accent.
He
Is
was a
that correct?
Brummie guy, yeah.
And that is
Birmingham.
that a northern? What is that?
Yeah, ish. No, it's yeah, northeast.
Okay.
Brummie, speak like that, you know. Well, I do know you.
I want to thank you. You're supposed special. But he had a that wasn't Ozzy. I don't know what the devil that was. Cuckoo. He had a property line dispute or something with a neighbor on that show. It was Thanksgiving or a couple days before Thanksgiving. Anyway, they were making turkey and they had 2 turkeys. Sharon had to make the other one, I reckon. He took one of them and threw it over the fence towards the neighbor's windows. The cops were called and everything. He hollered. I laughed. I do have a funny tale that I heard on the radio a year or two ago about their wedding day. Ozzy was so blistered,
Yeah.
he never got off the hotel floor lobby. He stayed in the van all day. I don't know if he made it down the aisle or if they had to go to the van or what. I don't know. But the desk calls Sharon and says, "Are you going to come down and get him?" "No," she says, and hangs up on him. Let him sleep there in the lobby floor on their wedding day. No, she wasn't going to come and get him.
How I proposed to my wife was a nutty thing. It was this simple. What you doing this time next year? Don't know why. I said, we'll get married, Chewy.
Well, you're my future ex-wife, is why.
She said, yeah, we could do with a knees up, couldn't we? Yeah, and
Huh?
literally, because that's our attitude. That's our attitude. It was just an excuse for a party. Yeah, sod it. We'll get married.
You
It's a
two are
party.
crazy. Oh, I've heard y'all. Oh, my goodness. Your stories.
Yeah, we are. We're, like I said,
Tag
one thing about
teaming,
Kim
tricking
does
their
know how to have a good
friends.
laugh. She does know
Yeah.
how to have a good laugh. You know. What's this? I picked up trying to play piano. The certain songs, that is. Working on Praise You by Fatboy Slim. I want to praise you.
Are you
like
serious?
I
The one Christopher
should.
Walken? No,
What's
wait.
that?
No. I thought that was one with the Christopher. There's a Christopher Walken. There's some Christopher Walken in the video. It's not that one. I know that one. There's one that come out around that time. The guy's wearing his shirt inside out, and he says, "Don't give up. You got the music in you."
Oh no, that's
Had it in my head
Don't
forever.
give up, you got the music in you. One dance left, this world is gonna pull through.
Yeah, that's it. Christopher Walken's just flailing
It might be
through an
that one.
airport
Yeah.
or something, dancing away.
Edge for tears, you got the dreamer's disease.
You
But,
should do that one. I think it's
trying to
a
think of this.
better song now than it was then. Hey,
Trying to think of. I want to praise you. Praise you like you.
I've got to do that auto-tune thing.
I want to praise you. I want to praise. What? Give me the notes. What notes is what? What? Just the single notes. What notes are they? Hello, Mayhem. I hope you're well. By the way.
No, he doesn't.
Give me the notes, Shane. Give me the notes, buddy. You must know whether it's A, B, C, or the order of the notes if you're learning it. Because all I need is the bass notes.
Primarily uses a sample from Camille Yarborough's Take Yo Crazy, along with a sample from JBL's Balance and Rehearsal.
Oh, sorry, Mayhem. I'm sure I said hello to you earlier, didn't I?
The song is in the key of A.
Yeah.
A mixolydian, prominent piano sample for the melody. Rhythm is quarter notes, 8 notes, 16 notes, and 110 beats per minute.
What's
Percussion
that?
piano, 110 beats per minute, quarter notes, 8 notes, 16 notes.
Yeah.
And it progresses and is formed. If that helps you any.
I'm pretty sure it's that. No.
And sucker out a little bit more than the keyboard to work even better.
What's it in the key of A, you said, didn't you? A, B,
Yes.
C. So it'll be there.
Let me read that again. A with a little B beside it. What's that mean? Mixolydian. I'll copy it.
I want to praise you. Yeah. It's not really a song though, you know what I mean? It's a bit. It's not one.
It's not a
piano,
epic, memorable thing.
It's not.
It's just a fun little song.
Yeah, it's something to start with, isn't it? You know, it's the same as going or what's the other one?
Hey, cuz. Christina.
Hello, Christina. How you doing? Great to see you. How lovely.
You too, stop that. You're wanting in here so bad. Agreed, Mayhem. Been just a terrible past week's time. Anyways, the A was a little bitty B beside it for praise you. Capital A, lowercase b.
Hang on a second. I need to do this.
Hold on, P.
I just need to know. Just want to get the cadence.
Don't forget goal, everybody.
'Cause I'm
Scroll
intrigued
up
now.
to the top of the chat and click see goal for a bonus hour. For Lee, we'll probably play mostly music. I typoed. Oops.
Hang on. So it's actually there.
A lot of Ozzy during my first major relationship years ago. We've listened to a lot of Ozzy. But you can steam and listen.
They've detuned it. It's detuned.
Does that mean they took a certain rhythm out, or?
No, hang on.
Well, it progresses too somehow. Oh,
So it's actually there. It's in the black notes. So it's
right here. Come on, dog. Hello, baby. Come on, Chicky. You're not far behind. Come on.
I want to bring you like I should.
Be still.
We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the pain. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should. So I don't know if you're playing it here, right? Even though if it says it's in A, it's not. They've detuned. Either they've detuned it, or it's gone funny on YouTube, or it's taken from a tape recording, right?
Well, I don't know what it means, but it also has the little B right beside it too.
Right. So look, if you look at the keys that I'm playing, right? I'm playing it in the black notes, right? Because
Yeah.
what they've done is, if
Oh,
the
but-
song was in G, they've gone down one note, okay? If the song was in A, they've gone down 3 notes.
So don't mix old Dion or something instead.
So it's actually there on close enough to here. But what they've actually done is detuned it. In other words, it's the notes between, because you can also tune instruments to your vocals. A long, long way together through the hard times and the pain. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should. I have to praise you. I have to praise you like I should. I have to praise you. I have to praise you. There you go, it's very simple chords. So that's 3 chords basically. See, because the bass line's going.
So A flat,
Yeah.
A flat
But this
major.
isn't in A. This isn't in A minor. This is in G minor. It's weird because the piano is doing that.
So
Um,
I don't understand that. It should be lower by 1/2 step compared to a natural A. What's the difference?
what?
What's a natural A compared to
This
The A
is an
flat.
A,
a half step lower? Yeah.
and this is
Okay. I thought it might cut off.
and then it goes to that one, and then it goes to this one.
It's just a little
And
bit
that's where
deeper,
where
stronger.
the song is. That's
Okay.
that's where the song is. So if you right, I'm gonna play a little bit of it, right?
Okay.
So I shall share the volume. Don't forget it'll echo back to you. So if I
I'm
speak,
going. Yeah. I'll mute.
so just
It's
remember
shitting
this.
on your end, though.
Right, here we go.
Everybody.
So right, listen to this. Ready?
All right, let tonight's performance be the best performance.
Ready? That's as close as I can get it. because they've detuned it. You can hear it's
We've
twisted.
come a long, long way together, through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
So, as you can hear, it's right. So, for that instant, that bit, it's actually in between those notes and these ones. Up, up. Oh, I can't even find it now. But it's in between anyway. Because it's there. That's the closest I can get to it. But it's not. It's between that one and that one. See, if I played it in that one, right, ready?
All right, let tonight's performance be the best performance.
So this is one lower. As you can tell, it's well off. How about this? See? Don't work.
Through the hard times and the good.
That's the closest I
have
can get.
to celebrate.
So whoever said that the original key might be in the key you said, but that key right there that I'm listening to there, and it says it's official, Fatboy Slim official, right? That's why I said a lot of bands do this on purpose, so you can't cover them exactly unless you detune all your instruments. Yeah. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So
I
you
just
basically detune it between the notes. Yeah, it's no good giving me that. That's no good giving me that picture. I do not understand that one little bit.
Let's step the note sheet music.
Yeah, it's no good you showing me that. I can't even read music. So
I didn't think so.
no good you showing me that. That's a complete waste of time. You have to just tell me the notation. That's it, and I have to learn from that. Or as I've just done there, I put the record on and I play to it until I find it. That's how I did the Elton John one. That's why I can do that one. This one.
This also shows you the A with the little reverb. Just quiet.
You just heard me playing along to it, Kat.
Yeah, I know. But it started out on the A. I guess four counts ago. Something. By my music on it's correct.
A long, long way together through the hard times and the celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should. Yeah, there you go. But fair play to Shane anyway. I don't know if you're still here, Shane, but yeah.
You're made.
Fair play to you. You've got to make it start somewhere, and 3-chord tricks, mate, is the way forward. You know, you don't have to overcomplicate. Definitely don't try and run before you can walk. Which I try telling my son that though, because I mean he's exceeding me in playing skill already, but he hasn't played a whole song through yet. So there's the difference. So, like I say, I play quite simply, but that's purely based because of my wrists. So, you know, I have to be careful how I play. What I do, stretching all the time as well, absolutely kills my wrist. Let alone playing some of the chords that there are, because a lot of music there's chords that are like that. I mean, that just absolutely kills me. It's actually that. But then you've also got this on the other hand, you know. So you. Yeah, Night Mayhem, you sleep well. So yeah. Let's hope we haven't reached our goal
Let me-
either, Kafida. So I shall be departing very, very soon.
No. There's still time for that.
What's that?
Making a goal.
Nah. We've only got one, mate. We're not going to make 4 in that time.
It's 7:46.
It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. Like I said, that's why I said Tuesday is just a waste of time, really. Because it's not the same. At least when I was creating, I was doing something. You know what I mean?
If you guys just really make that goal, save Tuesdays.
Well, like I said, this is why I said I just see it as pointless. Very rarely do I make the goal for a start or on a Tuesday. That's another thing. So, it's not as willing a show as, like Radio 1FA or Songs from the Mothership, Even though tonight I was willing to do cover versions and stuff, but, it is what it is, isn't it? Because I have sung a couple of covers tonight, haven't I? My wrist is aching now from my watch, playing piano and wearing a heavy watch like this. This has to weigh like, I don't know, I can't even tell, but it's bloody heavy. I know that. Oh dear. It's one of them days today. It's a very sad day, but I've had a really busy day today as well.
What'd you do?
Just loads of house stuff, doing bits.
There's something else I just dropped in chat where that song derives the song from.
Oh yeah, no, the song isn't theirs. The music isn't theirs. That's from
So
a
maybe you go with,
1930s or 20s piece of music. That is.
Yeah. So you may go find the chords or notes for Mueller.
Yeah, that's A minor. That is. I'm pretty sure that's A minor. But A minor. Well, mind you, that'd be that'd be B minor. That would. That's.
Well, we missed the bell right behind Steve's message.
To praise you like I should. Oh, to praise you. We've come a long way together through the hard times and the bad. I want to celebrate you, baby. See, that's an A minor. Yeah, so there's A. Yeah, there's A minor. So that was A minor. And that's what I said. It's between that one and this one. See? We've come a long way together. Through the hard times and the pain. See, that one sounds more right to me, but if it's this one, we've come a long, long way together. We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the pain. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
That is the lyric to the whole song.
No, I can't have surgery. I'll tell you for why I can't have surgery, because the planned surgery I was due to have just before my wife, well, it was supposed to be happening, or it was suggested to happen, that they could do something for me, and I was seeing a specialist just before my wife got cancer, And then I stopped going to the hospital and talking about it and everything because, you know, obviously cancer just way overdid that. So I just forgot all about me and stuff. And but the conversation that I had with the specialist was he was suggesting that the only thing they could do was fuse all the bones together in there, which would limit my movement even more. So I weighed up after, you know, good job really that I had more time to think about it. Because thinking about it, I thought, well, I think I'd just rather suffer the pain and the hassle of it, rather than losing even more ability to use my hands.
That one was shattered.
No, it's not the fact. It's not the fact that's not the problem. The problem is where they basically experimented on me back in the day. They put screws in my scaphoid bones, right? rather than other means or whatever, and those pins have gradually worked their way out. And as they've worked their way out, they've calcified all the bones around, because you've got a load of. I've shown you my X-rays, haven't I? Loads of times.
I've seen
There's loads of calcification around my bones, all right?
They'd have to
Sorry?
They'd have to drown that off. You're still hearing audio.
Oh, what did you say?
Sorry. Early to hear.
Oh, I've lost my train of thought now.
The calcification on your bone screws.
Yeah.
That's why your hands were swollen up here about a year ago.
Yeah, well, but that happens. I mean, I've been really lucky. It hasn't happened for a while, but it was a regular occurrence where.
Yeah, it lasted for weeks. You couldn't play for weeks.
3 weeks it was in the end. I still did the show, but we were just chatting and stuff, weren't we?
Music and stuff. Yeah.
I couldn't really do it. Literally, my hand was just in one position. I couldn't move it. But yeah, so basically,
almost a year ago.
The pins have basically worked their way out. I don't know if you can see the scars on the camera.
It's doing.
It hurts me to put my wrist like this, but
That little lots running up and down right there. Yeah. Off to the side, your thumb side, I think. That's your thumb side? Yeah. Ow! Ooh, not funny. Mm-hmm. You think what happened that time when they split up?
you can sort of see they're really ugly scars with the dots either side and stuff. But I've also had carpal tunnel operations as well. So I mean, they're not as major, but
my wrist.
No, what it is anyway. When I saw the specialist, the first thing he said to me is, "How come you're not sat there screaming in pain?" I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, the amount of calcification that's all around all your floating bones, because you've got about 6 bones in your wrist, and the main one is called the scaphoid, and that's the one that I broke, and all the other bones sort of like float around it and are connected to it, and it's underneath your thumb. So obviously it restricts my movement. This is another reason why I have to play drop D, and I can't play bar chords or anything like that. I have to just play very simple guitar notes, and it's the same with my pianism. I can't do overcomplicated stuff with my left hand or my right hand really, because my hands will not cope. They won't make the shapes, and they won't, like for instance, speed as well is a real problem. You know, I'm quite blessed really that I can do what I can do, you know, but even that, being a musician is still a very big struggle for me, like playing. You're
going to go for gold. Might as well do it right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's 5 people here, Kat, so it's piss point.
1 minute, 10 seconds.
No,
or
so
about 2 minutes or so.
No, they got no
on the
chance
actual
now.
go.
No chance now. So I've got this up ready to go. But yeah, so so I do try to better myself as a musician, but like I said, I can't. If it's not a fact that I can in my head, And, my memory of notes and stuff like that, that's
And
not a problem. It's
the capo doesn't
actually
help you. You have to
physically,
raise
it's the
the pitch.
physicality, it's the physicality of playing is the problem. Same as with drums, that's why I don't play so much drums anymore, because the physicality of playing drums is murder on your wrists.
Well,
That was
don't you
part of the
fret.
that was part of the reason why my wrists used to swell a lot. My hands used to swell a lot because I played a lot of drums. So yeah, surgery is out of the question. And they can't remove the pins because bone has grown around them as they've worked their way out as
It's
well.
like a bone. They'd just be drilling out bone or something new.
Well, they just have to remove the whole bloody bone and then replace it with something else.
Yeah.
Because you can't remove those titanium screws like that. They've been, because what happens is with bone, it will grow into the fibers of the actual screw. So you can't just get in there, get a screwdriver and unscrew it, because once they're screwed in, because even metal on some level is not so much porous, but it has edges. It has. If you look at it under a
Microscopic. Yeah.
metal, it'll be like that on the edges. And what happens with bone is it'll grow in between all that, and that'll lock it in place. So. And they only worked their way out before all that, before all the growth over it and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I had to carry on working for 2 years, whilst they were in plaster, and then I'd go underneath the belly of an aeroplane whilst I was in a plaster and use orbital sanders, on the belly of an aircraft, and I'd be under there for like 8 hours. We used to do 18-hour days, so I'd be under the belly of an aircraft for about 8 of those hours, masking up and stuff like that, and then carrying paint and spraying, and there was.
Now that happened. That happened before the motorcycle crash. Did you also? I know your knee got messed.
No, that's what caused my wrists.
Okay. Well,
I got run over. It's because there's 2 accidents that happened right close together.
The guy hit you.
Right?
Yeah.
So a guy hit me off my motorcycle, right?
I almost got run over.
Yeah, now hang on. This is the story. Hang on, I'll let that out. Right, ready? So I was sat stationary on my motorcycle in my hometown on a particular road, and there was cars all stopped, waiting for one car to turn right up the road, which is close to where I live now, funny enough. And we're all sat there, and I look in my wing mirror, my side mirrors on my motorcycle, and I see a guy in his post office van like this, and smoke coming off of his wheels, right? So literally I just went to get off of the bike because I knew he was going to hit me, because he was, it's the look on his face and the fact he was braking really hard and there was smoke coming off his wheels. And if I hadn't have thought quickly, I'd have just got squished between the car in front of me and this van, because what happened was, as I noticed him, I lifted my legs off to get off the bike, and as I lifted my legs, he hit me, bang, and I flew forward. My legs came in the air, my arse bent the tank, broke the clocks, threw me up in the air 15 feet, and I was in the air like this, right, with my back, looking down like that at the ground, and because I was going to get off the bike that way, it threw me that way, so it threw me clear, right? But only because I decided to act quickly and try to jump off my bike, because I knew he was going to hit me. But as I went to do that, he hit me, and little did I know, anyway, when I landed on my hands like that, and then sort of rolled, and then just laid back on my back and went, oh my God. And then
Did you have a helmet on?
Then the idiot, right? Yeah, I still, of course, I had a helmet on and everything. We've got it by law over here. We're not stupid, right? So this guy gets out of his van. First thing he tried to do was take my helmet off. And that is the biggest no-no, because anybody that comes off their motorcycle, this is a lesson for anybody to learn. Don't touch them, because they could have broken a vertebrae in their neck, and the only thing that's stopping them from going completely paralyzed is the fact they got that helmet on, right? So never ever remove someone's helmet. So anyway, he went to move it off, and I said, what the fuck are you doing? And unclipped it and took it off, and got up and then turned around and went, you stupid, you never fucking, And then, giving it all the large one, and I looked around, and there's this big, ugly guy with a bent nose like this, curly hair, absolute giant of a man. I didn't care. I just carried on ranting at him, and I've gone, look at my bike. And I've gone over to my bike, and it's underneath this old 440 Volvo. And the post office van had bounced off of the bumper of that car. After hitting my bike, it's bounced off the bumper of that car and gone back a bit, and my bike is literally shoved underneath, about halved in size. I've literally said, look at the state of my bike, and I've grabbed my bike, and I've dragged it out, and I've shown it to this bloke, and I've thrown it against the tree. There was a tree right next to it, right next to where I landed, and, in a fit of, obviously rage. And with that, 2 police officers, they'd seen the whole thing, so I had perfect witnesses. They saw the whole accident and everything. Saw me flying in the air, right? And they came down and calmed me down and stuff. And
That's
then
the best way you could have got off that bike, other than fully getting off of it. Because
I'd have lost my legs. I'd have lost my legs at the least.
You would have been crushed into the back of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
There wouldn't be
like
no
I said, my bike
distance
was over
at that
halved
speed to
Well,
carry
like I
up
said,
over
my
it.
bike was over halved in size and shoved underneath this car, right? So it was completely. It was over halved in size. I mean, that just to get it to do that is just amazing. But yeah, so
I mean, it could have.
my parents at the time picked me up in their little camper van, and as I've got into the van, that's when I realised, oh shit, I'm hurt.
Adrenaline's
And
coming down,
I had
pain's kicking in.
severe whiplash. All of a sudden, I couldn't breathe. My hands went like that, and I was like, oh, I can't breathe, like that. Literally, because I'd had such bad whiplash, I hadn't realised I'd also stretched my lungs, given myself like damage against my ribs, and plus I had whiplash to both sides of the muscles of my back, all the way up my neck.
Probably knocked the air out of you too.
And so there was that, right? So then, a couple of days later, I had a couple of days off of work, right? A couple of days later, I got on my push bike, rode to Southampton station, got off at Christchurch station with my push bike. This is a push bike, pedal bike, right?
Bicycle.
Rode the 5 miles from Christchurch station to Herne Airport. On the second week of doing that, I was coming around the last roundabout that is right outside the gates of Herne Airport. And as I came round, a post office van, I've got post office van on my head now, a Frizzell insurance car driver ran me straight across the roundabout, took my front wheel, threw me down to the ground. My push bike hit my knee. I was riding safely. It's just that he just drove straight out of the roundabout, straight at me, and then tried to say the sun was in his eyes. Right? Yeah, he dragged me straight across the roundabout, and that done my knee in as well. And that's when, a couple of days later, I'm bringing down. He tried to bring me a wheel for my bike as well, and thought that was the end of it. No, right?
Gee, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, so I sued him. I didn't get much, but so then, like I said, I used to work on aircraft, right, spraying them, and that. At this time, I was helping my dad, and he was on the tailplane of an airplane, the 111, the very famous airplane where all the windows pop out of them, and it's the one where the guy was flapping on the outside. I remember that, and the other staff were holding him there, and had to and the co-pilot had to land the plane. Do you remember that story?
He's doing what now on it? He was stuck on it, or
No, the window popped out in mid-flight, and the pilot got sucked out the window. One of the staff grabbed his legs quickly, and he was flapping on the outside of the airplane like that all the way till they landed. So anyway, we were up on the tailplane of one of those planes because they got a top wing. All right. I was on the top, and what it was, I had to bring down pots of paint because we'd done one side of the tailplane, and we had to come down, bring all the stuff down, and then move the ladder across to the other side so we could go up and do the other side. Right? It's weird. It's weird how you got to do it. So I was bringing these 4 pots of paint down with two hands, and I was using my shoulders in the runs of the long runs of the ladder, whilst very carefully coming down, one step at a time, with 4 pots of paint, 2 in each hand. And I got to the bottom step, and a piece of cartilage came out from the side of my knee where he dragged me across the roundabout, and it got stuck into my, okay, bye-bye. And it got stuck into my knee joint. So basically the piece of, if you can imagine, that's my knee joint, right? A piece of cartilage came out from the side here, a lump of it, and went into the inside of the bone. So I couldn't straighten my knee, and that was the 3rd step from the bottom. And obviously, because I couldn't straighten my knee, I fell backwards and landed on the floor. So yeah, and that's that story. And bye-bye, Kafida. Anyway, I'm going now, so if you're not back like now, I'm going. So, ladies and gentlemen, she picks the right bloody time to just get up and walk off, doesn't she? Kafida, hello. I've told me story now, and halfway through it, you walks off. But listen.
Yeah, last part I heard, a piece of cartilage popped out. Guys, quit that. He was looking.
Popped out and went into the joint, and then I couldn't straighten my leg and fell off the ladder. And that's how I knew my knee was knackered as well. So not only did I have that motorbike accident 2 weeks before, and little bit did I know my wrists were broken from that, because I hadn't even really realised, and nor did they, because it come up blank, at the hospital. I hadn't broken my wrists according to them, but then a few weeks later my wrists were hurting. I went back and it showed the breaks, but and it's obviously came from that. And yeah, so
now that happened within
anyway, Kafida, say your little bit, mate, because I need to close off, because they've missed the goal. That's that done.
Well, please, maybe live this coming Tuesday. We'll see. And then this coming Thursday, you can always come and join me for Radio 1FA, back-to-back original tracks. It's a full pint of rock, not off. That what he said. Then Saturday, songs from the mothership. Song covers, and we do milk some originals out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got enough of them.
Oh yeah, 400 plus.
I could probably do a full concert just with I could just pick a few tracks from mine and do a easy full concert.
Yeah,
a 3-hour
an album
concert,
and a half.
in fact.
Yeah, just a set of maybe an album and a half.
Yeah.
Because you take a break
anyway,
in between.
Kafida.
Leave me a comment.
Yeah. Okay.
On anything. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Thanks for the show. Your show blows. Whatever you want to say, just say something. With words, letters, numbers, that counts as a comment. Emojis alone do not, but both are fantastic together.
It'd be wonderful.
Love you guys. Hello to everybody. Good night to everybody.
So thank you very much, Kafida. I'm going to kick you right out in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Say,
I've not been rude.
Now.
I just can't type like I should today. Okay.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Ta-ta.
So thank
Bye.
you very much, Kafida. See you later, mate. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time, and I just want to say thank you very much for joining me and on this sad occasion. But I will hopefully see you back here on Thursday. So thank you very much to the moderators. Thank you very much to the members, you wonderful people, you. And thank you very much to all the lurkers and anybody else participating in my chat. I do appreciate you. And as I always say, live in the moment. Because the only time that matters is now. And there's only now. Peace and love, everybody. See you later.
Tomorrow, though tomorrow only time that matters is now. Time is an illusion.